Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his Wednesday guest, Mr. Adrian Hernandez. How you doing, sir?
Good morning, man. I'm alive. I'm excited. I'm ready to get after these interviews. I love my Wednesday mornings, my Saturday mornings.
Yeah, that's right. Every day's Saturday, man. Hey, one of the things that I've shared with you many times, and frankly, I want you to create a bonus section for my course, is mindset.
Yeah.
You're my guy for that, right? I come to you for that because I need help, right? I need to grow. I need to be better. And one thing I know right now is the world is about to get hard.
Yep.
And if you don't have your mindset on right, you're going to see the hard, and it's just going to be a negative, poisonous downtrend, and it won't end well.
Yep.
One thing I do have right, because I've seen down cycles before and profited from them, is I'm excited for what's coming. But I know lots of people watching my channel have only known the last 5, 6, 7 years. It's only been the best of times. Right. So I want to step back and be in their shoes. For example, Adrian, I think as an investor, the fact that the 30-year mortgage now is over 5% and it's not 2% is an amazing thing. I think the fact that it could be over 6% in the next several weeks is amazing, but I don't think most people realize that. So let's just talk about how important it is as investors to have the right mindset, especially as the world pivots, as it gets hard, because a lot of people are going to get got.
Yeah, it's important. And I would say we all have some sort of mindset thing that we can all work on, right? I mean, even myself, every single day I'm working on it. So for those of us that are listening, I think the biggest issue is some of us have a problem with even saying, hey, I'm struggling mentally here, right? And just, let's all be vulnerable, right? I think at the end of the day, I think the more vulnerable we can be, it's going to be better off for you, because you're going to be able to see a different perspective. So let's identify the problem, right? Let's identify the problem mentally. And then for all of us, let's just change really the perspective. As Michael's talking about the interest rates, that's a perspective shift, right? And it's interesting because I've been talking about mindset, doing affirmations, journaling. I've been talking about that for years, and everybody thinks I'm borderline crazy, right? They're like, dude, all right, I get it, but it's too much hype. Like, you're jumping on a trampoline now. What are you doing? Right. But I believe that has all been a buildup to what could possibly happen. Right.
Yes. Yeah.
And, let's just go a step deeper. I forgot what book I was reading, but they said, for those of you that haven't suffered a loss in your lifetime, like for me, I haven't really gone through a big loss in my life. Right. It talks to people that haven't gone through that. And it says, even though you haven't gone through it, now is the time for you to get ready for it, because there is this thing called the cycle of life that's going to happen with or without you. And you're going to be there regardless. So you might as well prepare mentally now for it. So when it comes, it doesn't derail you from whatever you're doing. And I look at that in the same exact correlation to investing in real estate. I believe that the market is going to change regardless. It's history.
It doesn't matter what you wish, it's going to happen. Yeah.
So if us knowing it's going to change, we should have been preparing mentally for it to change, and to know that we can change that perspective anytime that it does change. I apologize. I hope my mic's not picking this up, but my whole squad is screaming affirmations right now.
That's awesome.
So I don't know if you can hear that, but
a little bit, but it's good. It's good. It's good. It's coming through. I love the fact that you lead by example. And again, the reason I want to have this conversation, one, is a lot of people, again, watching my channel, the Daily Financial News, will realize that the Federal Reserve has gone super hawkish. Rates are about to go up. And a lot of people will look at that and will suddenly have a mindset shift. Like if you're a real estate agent, you may have some buyers back out. If you're a builder, you may have buyers back out. If you're a mortgage lender, oh my God, your business is down 60% or more, right? There are lots of scary things going on right now. As a real estate investing channel that has financial advice and financial freedom, I want you to realize that what we've experienced the last 5 or 6, 7 years, great times. Frankly, there's a lot of people fronting on social media who got bailed out by a once in a lifetime market. What we are about to go through is a lot more normal. It's going to pivot. There are some people that are going to go broke.
Right.
What I want to talk to people is I want you to get ready. This is not runaway scare. This is fortify your financial statement, your job, do what you can, get ready, acknowledge, don't hide from it, and then do the work.
Yep.
Because as rates go up, we have, and we're going to do this in video number 3. I believe we have destroyed demand and destroyed supply, which means real estate transactions peak to trough might fall 50%, which has happened one other time in my adult life. It could have. Think about that. We did 6.6 million transactions existing and built new builds. What if we did 3.5? How many real estate agents would go broke?
Oh, yeah.
How many mortgage brokers would go broke?
Yep.
Right? It could happen. Let's get ready. And then as investors, what do? We simply change one column in our spreadsheet where the interest rate's not 3, it's 6, or it's 7, or it's 8. And we only buy great deals. I promise you, having done this now for over 20 years, the best deals, the deals that I still brag about, were created in recessions.
Yep. And with that being said, Michael, that perspective shift for all of us, it has to start changing, guys. We cannot look at, and as the cliche saying goes, right? We cannot look at the glass half empty and or half full. You just got to know that that glass is going to get filled up with whatever you put in it. Exactly. Right. And we were having this conversation yesterday on the mastermind. Right now, if we can just take the perspective for like real estate agents, right, and wholesalers that are out prospecting, I want you guys to understand, if it was 20 contacts to get a deal, it may now be 40 contacts to get a deal. If you had to go on 4 appointments to get 1 contract signed, you may have to go on 8. So just mentally prepare yourself now, so where you can. And also, I want you to think about this, the opportunity that's going to come, because nobody's going to be doing that, by the way.
Yes.
Very few people are going to take a hold of their mind and say, you know what? Now is the greatest opportunity for me to find seller finance deals.
Exactly.
Now is the greatest time for me to find sub 2. Now is the greatest time for me to lock in creative financing with these sellers. If we can change that and have that mindset versus, holy shit, the world is falling apart.
Exactly.
You're going to get through it, but it starts up here.
That's exactly right. I want people to realize in this conversation, and I'm very lucky to have been through it multiple times and have seen the other side, because you need faith,
right,
to jump into, hey, again, this is how it's going to go. A lot of you have been crushing it. Like, I'll just use your numbers, right? It took 4 meetings to get a deal. For a short time, and a short time in this world might be 6 months, it might be 9. That's going to change. It's going to go from 4 to 8. Shoot, it might go to 12. Real estate moves slow.
Yep.
Right? It's going to move to 12 to get a deal. And then something magically is going to happen. Sellers/owners are going to reset. And you're going to be able to follow up on the last 90 days or the last 6 months. And you're going to be able to find gold in those seemingly dead leads, because the owners will have reset their expectations. Right now, they're coming off a market where their memory says, my neighbor sold for 410. I want 425.
Right.
A year from now, they're going to be like, shoot, nobody's selling anymore. I'll take 360. Right. You've got to get through this time. And you're so right. The folks that can survive the next 9 months, seller finance, subject to, owners that got us. I am going to be able to find motivated sellers like no other time except 2010. But you got to survive what is coming.
Yeah.
So I am super excited. I'm glad we can have this conversation. Adrian, where can people find you?
Instagram at Adrian Hernandez, YouTube, Adrian Hernandez Real Estate.
Awesome, man. Thanks again.
Thank you.